All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick on the Power. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of a recap of the 2017 Mr. Olympia Expo. So I was there in Vegas basically the whole weekend. I really only attended the expo for maybe an hour or two each day. I spent the majority of Saturday at Super League, the majority of Friday just kind of exploring the Vegas Strip. But I did get some good footage kind of just walking around the expo, kind of looking at the booths, meeting some subscribers. And that's really the main thing that I wanted to touch on in this video is I really wanted to thank every single person that came up to me at the expo. It really meant a lot to me. It was really humbling. It was really cool. The amount of people that wanted a picture with me just blew my mind. I wish I could have got everybody on camera. I had my buddy with me. He was trying to film when people would walk up to me, but sometimes he didn't get them. So if you're in this video, thank you. If you're not in this video, thank you as well. There's nothing cooler, man, than people coming up to me in person and saying they enjoyed my videos or they learned something from this video. And then obviously the coolest thing is when people come up and ask for a picture. And really the best part about it is the people that came up to me on Saturday knew who I was, even though I wasn't wearing a Nick Strength and Power shirt. So on Friday I was wearing a NSP shirt, but on Saturday I was just wearing a regular, baseball shirt. And people were still coming up to me and knew who I was. I thought that was pretty amazing. So again, I just wanted to thank everyone that came up to me. I really appreciated it. I look forward to the 2018 Arnold Classic next year. Hopefully I can meet a lot more of you guys. It'll be cool. So if you do want to meet me, don't be afraid to come up and say hi. I'd be happy to meet you, take a picture with you, talk to you for a few minutes. Whatever the case may be, I would be happy to do it. This channel is here to entertain you guys, educate you guys, so you guys can have some fun videos to watch, So when you guys come up and say you enjoy my videos, it really means a lot to me because that's what I wanted. That was the goal of this channel. I want to entertain you guys and give you guys something, an outlet to enjoy bodybuilding, to learn about bodybuilding, and to interact with other people who enjoy the same thing. So I'm glad my channel is serving its purpose. So as far as the actual expo goes in general, compared to the Arnold Classic, I've been going to the Arnold Classic for about the past 10 years. I would say there's no expo in the world that's ever going to rival what they have in Columbus, Ohio at the Arnold Classic. That expo has got to be the biggest expo that I've ever been to. Now, this Olympia Expo is pretty good size, but one of the things that I'll say about the Arnold Classic is because a lot of the guys that don't compete in the Arnold are guys that compete in the Olympia. So when you're walking around the expo, there's a lot more Olympians at booths, taking pictures, signing autographs, meeting fans. And one of the things that I noticed about the Olympia Expo is there were not a whole lot of IFBB pros walking around or at booths or taking pictures or signing autographs. I didn't see a whole lot of that. If you go to the Arnold Classic, you see that pretty much at every other booth. One of the cool things, though, that I noticed about this expo was the fact that the hallways were much wider than at the Arnold Classic. So this is definitely a beneficial thing when you've got lines, wrapping around the building to get into a booth. The Arnold Classic has very narrow aisles. Everybody is pretty much shoulder to shoulder, kind of packed in there. But the Olympia was a lot more wide open. There's a lot more wide open space for people to stand around. And I thought that was a much better way of doing it because the Arnold Classic, it just makes me claustrophobic the way they have it all packed together like that. So some of you guys may have seen my Instagram post. My dad went up to Brad Castleberry and he took a picture with him. Then he turned around right before the picture was taken and showed the Nick Strength and Power logo on the back of his shirt. So I thought that was pretty cool. I had no desire to meet Brad Castleberry, so I wasn't even there that day when my dad was meeting him. But I thought that was pretty funny. It seems like a lot of you guys in the comment section of my Instagram thought that was pretty funny as well. I also had the opportunity to meet Milos Sarcev, or I guess I should say Milos, since so many people were correcting me on the pronunciation of his name. That was a big honor for me. Like I said, there weren't really a lot of bodybuilders walking around, or at least anybody that I recognized or wanted a picture with. But I saw Milos, and he was one of the bodybuilders that I've looked up to for a while. A lot of the old pictures of him, a lot of the old training videos of him. Some pretty cool inspirational stuff, so it was really cool to meet him. He gave me a nice little shout out on his Instagram page as well, and I thought that was pretty cool because really, I don't go up to people and introduce myself as Nick from Nick Strength and Power. I went up to Milos and introduced myself as Nick. And he took the picture with me, and later he saw it on my Instagram page. He's like, I didn't realize it was Nick from Nick Strength and Power that just made a video about me, and I thought that was pretty cool that he knew who I was and that he had seen my videos. But obviously, I'm not pretentious enough to go up to a bodybuilder and say, hey, I'm Nick from Nick Strength and Power. I just made a video about you. So he says he wishes I would have told him who I was and we could have had a conversation and chatted a little bit. So maybe next time at the Arnold Classic, next time I see him, we'll get together and maybe make another video together. But yeah, overall, man, the expo was cool. In addition to Milos, I met Bobby Lashley, the WWE guy. He used to be on ECW. I also met Breon Ainsley, that is a Classic Physique overall winner. And of course, one of the coolest parts of the weekend was I went to the Pawn Stars Pawn Shop, which is on the Vegas Strip, or somewhere near the Vegas Strip. I don't know exactly where it's located. But I went to the Pawn Stars Pawn Shop, and while we were inside of the pawn shop, I had people coming up to me asking me for a picture because they knew who I was. So I guess these people were they were not native to America. English was definitely not their first language, but they came up to me, and you could tell they had kind of a broken English accent. But they said, "That's Nick." He say, "What's going on, you guys? Nick here from Nick Strength and Power." So I thought it was hilarious that they knew my opening line and they didn't speak that good of English. So that was one of the coolest parts of the trip for me, was going into the Pawn Stars Pawn Shop as a fan of Pawn Stars and having someone that was a fan of the channel come up to me in that pawn shop and ask for a picture. I thought that was amazing. So I'd like to give a shout out also to Aaron Singerman and Redcon1, who provided my hotel room for the stay. It was pretty cool. It was a very nice hotel room. It was kind of like one of those extended stay, almost like a condo type deal. So I really appreciate that. I wanted to give a special shout out to Aaron. I had a great weekend. It was a great time. You know, really the highlight for me was getting to meet the people that watch my videos. I thought that was pretty amazing. How many people actually knew who I was and were willing to come up and say, we enjoy what you do. So that really means a lot to me. I appreciate all of you guys. Hopefully a lot of you guys will start coming out to these expos. I'm going to try to go to the Arnold. Well, I'm going to continue to go to the Arnold every single year. I'm going to try to go to the Olympia a little bit more often. But yeah, I hope to meet more of you guys in the future. Thank you guys for watching, supporting my channel, liking my videos, commenting my videos. And especially thank you guys for coming up to me in person. You made this weekend really special for me. So please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.